So right now I'm back again with you all. Now today this video is for my class 10 students. Before that, let me introduce myself. Myself Kakoli Saha, biology teacher from DAV Public School, CCLAB. Children, I have already taught the part means some part of it. In my previous video, I have given you some brief outline of the process of asexual reproduction. Now today I am here with a very important topic, and most of the children they face problem, okay, in understanding this topic. So let me take up this topic. What is that topic? The topic which I am going to take up today is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Okay, what we are going to take up? Sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Now see children, what I want to say before going into the details of sexual reproduction in flowering plants, I would like to say something. You should know the parts of a flower. Already you must be thinking that sexual reproduction means our teacher has taught us what she has taught us or he has taught us, that in sexual reproduction you need two reproductive partners, means two organisms are required, that is the male part is also required. Female means fusion of male and female gametes must take place for the process of sexual reproduction. Now you all must be thinking how in plants this must be possible. Yes, definitely it is possible, and we are going to see it today. First of all, see, in flowering plant, first of all you have to know the parts of a flower. Children, in your lower class you have already studied the parts of the flower. I did not discuss about it, but I'll deal with the reproductive parts of the flower. So in the parts of the flower, already you all have studied about sepals, petals, stamens, and the last one is the carpels or the pistil. Carpel or the pistil. These are the sepals, petals, stamens, carpel or the pistil. These are the parts you have studied in your lower class. Now these sepals and petals I would not discuss today. Already you all know that green part you have seen now, holding the petals in position, that is the sepals, and this petals, the colorful thing you see and say, oh, this flower is so colorful. Why? Because of the color of the petals. Of course they do play important role, okay, they attract the insects for the process of pollination, but we are not supposed to deal with it right now today. Today we will deal with only this thing, that is the stamen, carpel or the pistil. You know, the flower is having the reproductive parts, okay, the male reproductive part and the female reproductive part. So which one is the male reproductive part? So this stamen, this is the male reproductive part of the plant or the flower, male reproductive part. Always remember this stamen, what it is representing? It is representing the male reproductive part. And what is this representing, children? This is representing the female reproductive part, the female reproductive part. By now you must have got it. Stamen को क्या बोलोगे? Male reproductive part. Carpel or the pistil, that is the female reproductive part. Before going into the details of it, I would like to say something, add something, that there are some flowers, children, where you will find this stamen as well as the carpel in the same flower, in the same flower. एक ही फूल में आपको मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट भी मिलेगा, फीमेल भी मिलेगा. And the best example, you can very common flower which you see is the hibiscus. Hibiscus, that is what? China rose, by the name of China rose. you know that is hibiscus rosa sinensis. ठीक है, तुम लोग सिर्फ चाइना रोज याद रखो या हिबिस्कस याद रखो, रोजा साइनेंसिस याद रखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. नाउ व्हाट यू विल सी दिस stamen, okay, what the in hibiscus what you will find, children? Hibiscus is a flower. Hibiscus, it is a flower where you find both the parts, the male reproductive part as well as the female reproductive part, they are present in the same flower, in the same flower. Okay, China rose lekar dekhna, you will be able to see it. Okay, because now we are not able to take you to the lab and show you, or in the classroom also I show it to my student, but here just follow this, children, huh? Once when we meet, we will show it practically. You will be shown the flowers. Now you see it yourself. Now what you see, the hibiscus is having both the male and the female reproductive. What did I say? This is the male reproductive part of the flower and this is the female. Now there are some flowers where there is a presence of the male and female reproductive part in the same flower. Example I have given, that is the hibiscus. Now there are no, what you know, a special name has been given to it. These flowers, they are known as bisexual. What they are known as? Bisexual. Bi क्यों बेटा? Sexual क्यों? क्योंकि दोनों रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट्स हैं. बाई क्यों? क्योंकि दो है ना सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट्स है सेक्सुअल. और बाई क्यों? बिकॉज दोनों हैं, तो इसको क्या बोलते हैं? बाईसेक्सुअल. तुम लोगों से बोर्ड में पूछा जाएगा, नेम टू बाईसेक्सुअल फ्लावर्स, नेम टू यूनिसेक्सुअल फ्लावर्स, दैट वी विल सी. एंड फॉर द बाईसेक्सुअल, you know, in the animals also there such thing happen. And for bisexual there is one other word used, that is known as hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite. Let me write it a bit bigger, okay, so that you will be able to follow. Just see. Now let me show you. Let me see. Okay. Now see. What did I say? Bisexual. The best example of bisexual is hibiscus. Bisexual means the flower containing both the parts, the stamen as well as the carpel. And there is one other name for it, the bisexual, that is the hermaphrodite. What is hermaphrodite? ठीक है. Now next, the other word, that is unisexual. What it is? Unisexual, children. Just listen to me carefully. What are unisexual? Take the case of papaya, papita. ठीक है ना? You will see that all the papita plants or papaya plants do not bear the fruits. Why? Because you will find in papaya there is the plant, one plant which bears the flowers with only one reproductive part, that is maybe only the stamen. और कुछ पपीता प्लांट, पपाया प्लांट, दे बेयर द फ्लावर विथ ओनली द फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट. सो द फ्लावर डज नॉट कंटेन बोथ द रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट्स, दैट इज मेल एंड द फीमेल. इट में कंटेन द फ्लावर, यूनिसेक्सुअल मतलब द फ्लावर में कंटेन आइदर द मेल पार्ट or the female part or the female part. The best example is papaya. What the best example? Because you must have seen it. All the plants do not bear. सिर्फ फीमेल में होता है. क्यों होता है फीमेल में, वो हम लोग बाद में देखेंगे पॉलिनेशन फर्टिलाइजेशन में. सो दिस इज यूनिसेक्सुअल मीन्स. एंड व्हाट आर वी? हम लोग भी यूनिसेक्सुअल हैं बेटा. व्हाई यू नो? बिकॉज वी कैन आइदर बी मेल or either female. We will not go into the details that madam some are having both the features. No, right now you only remember we are also unisexual. We can be either male or female. So this was all about bisexual and unisexual. Now we will see the male and the female reproductive parts in detail. What we will see? The male and the female reproductive parts. So first of all, see, what did I say? That stamen is the male reproductive part. What did I say? That stamen is the male reproductive part. Na? So let us see it, okay? The parts of it, that this is the stamen. Let me draw the diagram. You have seen na a bilobe structure, this sort of structure, and you will see like this something coming out. और ये जब सेक्शनल व्यू हम लोग लेते हैं ना, तो इस तरह का एक स्ट्रक्चर आपको दिखाई देता है, ठीक है, जब काटते हैं. बट दिस इज द स्ट्रक्चर विच यू ऑब्जर्व फ्रॉम आउटसाइड. दिस आर नोन एज, ये पूरा स्ट्रक्चर क्या है बेटा? This entire structure is known as stamen. What it is known as? Stamen. This part, this is known as the anther, and this part, this is known as the filament. What this is known as? This is known as the filament. ठीक है, ये क्या है? मेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट है, और इसके दो स्ट्रक्चर्स, ये जो स्टेमन है पूरा स्ट्रक्चर में यू विल फाइंड टू थिंग्स. ओके, वन इज द एंथर एंड द अनदर इज द फिलामेंट. काटोगे ना तो माइक्रोस्कोप में ये टेट्रास्पोरेंजियट एक स्ट्रक्चर है, इस तरह का स्ट्रक्चर आपको दिखाई देगा, ठीक है. दैट यू विल डिस्कस स्टडी इन क्लास 12, नॉट नाउ. एंड दिस एंथर चिल्ड्रन, इट कंटेन्स द पोलन. व्हाट डज इट कंटेन? इनसाइड दिस एंथर व्हाट यू विल फाइंड? You will find the pollen. What you will find? Pollen. ये डिस्कस फ्लावर को गार्डन में जाकर देखना. You will see all those powdery yellow things on the surface of the flower. Okay, it is nothing but the pollen. What it is? It is the pollen. And where are the pollen produced? It is produced inside the anther. When the anther matures, it bursts open and the pollens are liberated. So this is the male reproductive part. Now let us come to the female reproductive part. Female reproductive part में what you will see? You will see certain structures like this, and you will see in hibiscus something like this. Okay, or sometimes we draw it like this, a structure like this. Okay. So let us see. What? ये क्या है बेटा? This entire structure is of carpel or pistil. What it is? Carpel or pistil. ठीक है? What it is? It is carpel or pistil. Now see this part. This part is the stigma. What? They are the stigma which will receive the pollen, which will receive the pollen. And this part is known as style, and this part is known as ovary. What it is known as? Ovary. And this contains the ovules, and this contains the ovules. What do they contain? They contain ovules. In the same way here, you have taken one. Okay, this is stigma, this is style, and this is ovary. This is ovary. Did you all get it? Okay. So you see, this is the female reproductive part. This is the female reproductive part. You have studied. So I hope the structure is clear to you. This is what is needed in class 10. Okay. Now, and please children, again I am putting stress, please. Okay, what I want to say to you all, that please follow the NCERT book. Please follow your NCERT book. Everything, try to follow it. Okay, each and every word of it is very important. Now beta, let us start the process. How the process starts? First of all, for reproduction to take place, pollination is very important. What is important? Pollination. So, what is pollination? What is pollination? Pollination is the process of transfer of pollen grains from the anchor to where? To the stigma. To the stigma. What is pollination? Pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anchor to the stigma. Is it clear? If pollination does not occur, then how come fertilization can take place? Isn't it? So pollination, without pollination, the process of reproduction will not take place in flowering plant, will not take place in flowering plant. And one thing you need to remember, that always it also happens that pollination has taken place, but the stigma is not totally prepared or receptive, that it is ready to receive the pollen. So receptivity means it has to accept the pollen. The stigma has to accept the pollen for the process of fertilization. So there must be receptivity means क्या होना चाहिए? पोलन, और ये जो पोलन है स्टिग्मा में आया, स्टिग्मा को भी प्रिपेयर्ड होना है पोलन को रिसीव करने के लिए. Now we will see in detail. Now pollination has taken place. Now let us see the rest of the events. So children, what are one important question you will be getting? So many, whatever I have taught you all just now, na? So many important questions you all will be getting from this. So each and every word which I have uttered, you need to take it seriously. Now this is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Now pollination, children, have already taken place. What? Pollination has already taken place. Now what did, in your NCERT book, you will see a structure somehow like this. You will see one structure. Okay. Now what you will see, there are certain structure. I'll discuss about it in detail. Now let us see one by one what is. Now what is happening? The pollen grains have fallen on the stigma. Where it has fallen? It has fallen on the stigma. Okay. Now this pollen grains, the stigma is sticky and it releases certain chemicals which aid in the germination of pollen. Pollen क्या होता है? Germinate करता है. And let us proceed with one pollen. This pollen will germinate and it will form. Let me show it with the help of other color. What it will form? Pollen tube. What it will form? The pollen tube. Germinate करेगा stigma में and it will form pollen tube. And this pollen tube, children, it will move like this. Suppose this style is itself so thinner, like a capillary, or it's very thin thread, और उसके अंदर में pollen tube. And what this pollen tube is carrying with it two male germ cells or germ nuclei. What? They are representing the sex cells. They are representing the sex cells. Listen carefully. Pollen will germinate and form pollen tube. This pollen tube will carry two male germ cells along with it. Now let us take it that this pollen tube enters through the micropylar end. Always remember, inside the ovary, this is the style. This is the style and this is the ovary. What? This is the ovary. So what? This pollen tube will enter the ovary. Ovary के अंदर में क्या है बेटा? Ovules. And these events are taking place in the ovule because ovule contains the female cell, that is the egg cell, female sex cell or germ cell, whatever you say, ovule में है. तो ओवरी के अंदर में क्या है? ओव्यूल है. और ये सारे इवेंट्स जो होंगे वो किस में होंगे? ओवरी के अंदर. फिर ओव्यूल्स है, ओव्यूल्स के अंदर में होंगे. यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस. Okay, so don't get confused with it, because in diagram that specification has not been given, and children keep on asking me how this is. So always remember, स्टिग्मा, स्टाइल, ओवरी, ओवरी के अंदर ओव्यूल है, ओव्यूल में एग सेल है, तो ये सारे इवेंट्स कहाँ होंगे? ओवरी के अंदर, ओव्यूल्स में। ओव्यूल में ओव्यूल, फिर ओव्यूल के अंदर में क्या है? आई शो द स्ट्रक्चर, सपोज दिस इज द ओव्यूल, ये ओवरी नहीं है, ये ओव्यूल, ओवरी के अंदर में ओव्यूल है, ठीक है। और सोचो ये क्या है? एक एंड है जिसका व्हाट इज द नेम? micropylar end. Suppose this is the micropylar end. You will see certain integuments present inside the ovule. और क्या देखोगे? There is an embryo sac, and this end, the end opposite to the micropylar end, is known as callizal end. ठीक है? This is not there in your NCERT book, so no need of knowing. There are certain integuments, and inside this you will find the embryo sac, and वो जो पोलन ट्यूब है ओवरी के अंदर किसमें घुसा? ओव्यूल में घुसा, थ्रू द माइक्रोपाइलर एंड, थ्रू द माइक्रोपाइलर एंड। एंड व्हाट विल हैपन इनसाइड द एम्ब्रायो sac? We will find the egg cell as well as the polar nuclei. दो सेल इस तरह with the nucleus, two cells are there. You will find the polar nuclei also. So already hope it's clear, children. Now what you have to follow is that this ओवरी के अंदर ओव्यूल्स, ओव्यूल्स में एम्ब्रायो sac है जहाँ ये सारा होता है। एक जो मेल जर्म सेल था, दो मेल जर्म सेल्स गए पोलन ट्यूब से एम्ब्रायो sac में, है ना? उसमें से एक मेल जर्म सेल, वन ऑफ द मेल जर्म सेल, वन, ठीक है, it will fuse with the egg cell, it will fuse with the egg. Is it clear? And what it will form? It will form the zygote, and this is the going to develop into the embryo, and this process is known as fertilization. What is known as fertilization or syngamy? What it is known as? Fertilization or syngamy. What it is known as? Fertilization or syngamy. Is it clear? एक मेल जर्म सेल एक के साथ फ्यूज किया, क्या बना? जाइगोट, बाय प्रोसेस नोन एज फर्टिलाइजेशन और सिंगैमी। और जो दूसरा मेल जर्म सेल था, द अदर मेल जर्म सेल विच वॉज देयर, ठीक है, वो किसके साथ फ्यूज करेगा? पोलर न्यूक्लियाई के साथ। ये जो आप दो सेल का जुड़वा देख रहे हो ना, पोलर न्यूक्लियाई के साथ फ्यूज करेगा, और वो क्या बनाएगा? इट विल फॉर्म द एंडोस्पर्म। व्हाट इट विल फॉर्म? इट विल फॉर्म द एंडोस्पर्म, एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज नोन एज ट्रिपल फ्यूजन। व्हाट इट इज नोन एज? ट्रिपल फ्यूजन। तीन है ना, इसलिए ट्रिपल फ्यूजन। तो व्हाट यू सी इन प्लांट्स, व्हाट यू हैव सीन, double fertilization takes place. What does take place? Double fertilization takes place in plant. कैसे डबल फर्टिलाइजेशन होते हैं? How double fertilization? It is said that double fertilization takes place in flowering plant. How? Because first male germ cell fusing with the egg to form the zygote by process known as fertilization or syngamy. Second male germ cell fuses with the polar nuclei to form endosperm by process known as triple fusion. Okay, so these two processes going on simultaneously, so this is known as double fertilization in flowering plants. Is it clear, children? Now you see it is always asked, what is fruit? Fruit is nothing, but it is the ripened ovary, but it is the ovary which is being transformed into the fruit. And what are the ovules? The ovules I told you all, एक zygote है, embryo है, तो seeds are the ovules are the getting converted into seeds because it contains the future plant. It contains the future plant. And what is the function of endosperm? The function of endosperm is to provide nourishment to the growing embryo. So with this, children, I would just like to wind up. This is a very, very, very important topic. Go through it nicely. Lots of love and blessings for your bye, children.